Hi everyone, welcome to Everyday Reviews for Everyday Life. Today I'm going to unbox and give my first impressions review of this Cangshan knife set. This I found over in Costco. All right, so this is the Elbert series, black 3-piece HUA cleaver block set. I don't know what HUA stands for, but obviously this is a Chinese company and they sell a lot of products over in Costco. As you can see, it comes with two cleavers, one for vegetables and one for meat, and this really nice looking knife block set here. And you can find out a little bit more details. I'll link down below. But in Costco, the item number is 1667767 right over here. And I got this at a clearance price of $45. So this is supposed to be handcrafted for heavy kitchen use. And it has 16-degree edges, which is very similar to the other Cangshan knives that are sold in Costco. It has a single mosaic rivet design, which I guess looks really cool, and you'll see in a second here. It's forged high alloy German steel. It doesn't give me a hardness rating on there. For $45 for two, it's just really hard to complain too much about that. So this is a full-tang construction, NSF Certified. Claims to be beautiful function on here, and it really does look very nice. Now, obviously in Costco, they're not going to leave these knives out for anybody to play with because it's dangerous. But sometimes they do have a display showing you the quality. And obviously there's nothing quite like holding one yourself. So that's what I'm taking out here. So there's two pieces, there's two knives in here. It feels pretty hefty. Actually, this whole thing here feels about 2 pounds, just over 2 pounds. That is just my non-scientific assessment of the weight. 2 boxes in here. I'm gonna open this up. This is the wood block set. I wanna have a place to put the knives in as I take them out. So I'm gonna open up the knife block set first. And just like that. Caution, tipping hazard. Sure safety, prevent tipping. Make sure the knife block is placed on a secure flat surface. There is a chance of it tipping from impact or collision. So it's interesting that they have to tell you that, but I guess someone must have sued someone back in the day about knife blocks and not knowing that you need to secure them. Okay, well, this metal is very nice. It does not appear to be very scratch resistant though. It is a nice steel outlet. It feels really solid. And I like the design here. It lets some water come through and flow through here. It's got the little logo down over here, Cangshan logo, and a nice piece of wood. If this is in fact, yeah, very well done. I'm very impressed with the quality. And you got the super dry going on in here. Yeah, I'm very impressed. This itself, I would think would sell for $40 at least. So obviously this is designed specifically for the two knives, but I'm sure that if you really wanted to, you can stick other knives in there. But just know that it's super wide over here because that's how butcher knives types are. Now as a kid, I used a butcher knife for everything. So I had one size fit all, and it usually looks like the meat cleaver that I'm about to take out over here. All right, so you got the super dry thing going on in here, which is obviously important to keep moisture, suck up moisture. And then here's the first knife. This one's a little bit smaller. It feels like the meat cleaver version. And oh yeah, it definitely is. So you got a little bit of the plastic protection here, which protects the edge just in case. And ooh, yeah, it is hand sharpened, as they say. It looks like it, but done in a nice way. It's definitely done in a nice way. And I got this is very nice. This rivet here is very nice. Oh, it feels very good in the hand. I have to say, this is easily one of the best meat cleavers I've ever held in my hand, actually. It feels really good to grip in the hand. I hold it like this. I know that might not be the proper way to hold it. You're supposed to do this, and this has a little bit of nice curve indentation on there, which makes it fairly easy to hold. It says German Steel on it, and it has the series on there. It says Elbert. Elbert? Let's see if this will focus here. Elbert right there. Look at that. Very nice. Not quite mirror finish, but I really don't expect it. It's like a brushed steel finish. Feels really good in the hand. Okay, so I'm gonna stick this one back in there. Or stick it, wait, is it this way? All right, I'm supposed to stick it in that way. And then now we have the vegetable cleaver. Honestly, as far as size-wise, I could use I don't see any reason why I can't use this also for meat, but look at that. That is very nice. This one feels a little bit more top heavy. It's not as balanced. This is probably why you don't necessarily use this for meat, but that whole chopping motion down here, it's got a very good weight for it. I can't express how nice the handle feels. It feels extremely solid. And it's got a nice, really beautiful brush pattern over here. I'm very impressed. So if you can get these on clearance, this is an easy recommend. Even I think the regular price in Costco is $59 for both of these, which is a killer deal just on first impressions. I'm not going to be doing some cooking on these yet. Maybe later on I'll do a short on using these. Let me take out a piece of fruit and try chopping. Obviously, this is not ideal. Obviously plenty sharp. Yeah, I use this for everything. I'm very comfortable with using this big giant knife. I even use it for peeling. Now, granted, I don't have really good knife skills, but this is a little bit too big for me for using. So I'm going to use the meat cleaver instead to just do a little bit of cutting on the apple here. But yeah, this is what I would always gravitate towards. We didn't really have standard chef knives in my household growing up, so I'm very comfortable using this. Now, I will say, even though it was sharpened, the feeling straight out is not as sharp as something that was straight up steel from one of the big meat cleavers over in, let's say you pick it up in Chinatown store. So it doesn't quite slice through what I expected from a regular chef's knife. But again, this is a meat cleaver, and really, you're supposed to use the whole weight of this thing on here. So I guess it might take a little bit more getting used to if I'm using it for general purpose. And it's because, look at how thick this piece here is. See, it just splits it. And that's what it's intended to do, at least the meat cleaver side and then also the vegetable side. No, it is definitely sharp. It's just not as razor sharp. I guess it could use a little bit of sharpening too if you want to add a little bit, but it definitely feels really sharp. But man, that feels really good. And I gotta say that this design with it pulling out, it's obviously a lot easier to pull out the first one. Now, because this is wood and there's no protection up here, I can see how you can mess things up by putting in the knife wrong. So that's a little bit of a negative. Maybe a little bit of protection here would have been nice, or maybe if this was some other surface. But it definitely looks really nice straight out of the box. I don't think you can go wrong at $45 at least for what I found over here in the local Sunnyvale Costco. That's my first impressions of it. I shop a lot at Costco. If you're interested in Costco products, please subscribe to my channel.